Bullying has the potential of destroying our self-worth and confidence. If we allow the words and actions to infect us, the course of our life could be changed forever.
We all need to stand together to end bullying. Bullies will no longer be empowered if parents, teachers, and students come together.
He makes it an event, like a life-changing thing, because you get excited and you laugh and you can listen to a sad story or a scary story, and then you come up and it's like, so you walk away like going to a big rock concert or a theater or something where you've had a life-changing experience.
The other thing I love teaching kids is how to deal with bullying, but it's really important to understand what it is. Because a lot of kids think they know, a lot of adults think they know, but they're wrong. Let's see if you know. You're walking down the hall, and someone comes up to you and goes, "You're such a loser, man." Are they a bully? Okay, what about this? You're ready to eat your favorite chocolate bar. Oh yeah, chocolate. And you're ready to eat it, and someone rips it out of your hand and starts eating it in front of you. "I got your chocolate bar." Are they a bully? No, neither one are. They're mean, they're not cool, but it's not bullying because it's a one-shot thing. But if every single time you see that person, they're in your face and they're putting you down and taking your stuff and pushing you around, then it crosses the line. But you have to watch that word bullying, because if I point the finger and go, "Yeah, you're a bully, man," and that kid gets the reputation of being the bully, sometimes it's hard to get rid of that label. I knew a boy, and he was a bit of a bully, but he wanted a change. So he would go up to a group of kids and go, "Hey, can I play with you guys?" "No, man, you're a bully." "No, I'm not a bully anymore. Bullies lie, get lost." "Oh, okay. Can I come to your party?" "No, you're a bully." And so what happened was this kid goes, "You know what? I'm trying to change. No one's giving me a chance to change, so I guess I'll be a bully." And so we have to watch it, because sometimes when people are trying to change, if we give them those opportunities to change and have them come into our group, it gives us an opportunity not only to help the bully, but help every kid that bully might be bugging.
We both talked about our stories being bullied back in the day, maybe sometimes still to this day. Can we talk about the bullying situation, and has it gotten better? It's obviously still happening, but is it on a decline? Do you know? Can you tell us?
I think it's evolving. I think the problem now is we're more aware of what's going on. And bullies, in my day, they would bully you at school. You'd go home, you'd have a safe spot.
Yeah.
But now, because of the internet, cyberbullying, social media, you can go home and it's still happening, and it can be expanded to so many different people. It's helping kids, protecting kids, and helping them understand that, their personal brand, how they are, how people see them is so important, because a lot of kids I deal with who are older are worried about, gossiping and spreading rumors. But if people know who you are and you have a strong brand, no one can touch you, because no one that matters is going to believe anything anyone has to say. I tell kids, if someone came up to you and said, "Oh, Scott, was actually in jail for 8 years and he was a bank robber and he actually swears and drops the F-bomb," kids who know me would be like, "No, that's not Scott." Yeah. And you would know that without any doubt, because I built a good personal brand. And if they had any doubts, I would say, "Come up and ask me and I'll tell you the truth."
Tell you the truth, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's being consistent, having that integrity, because that protects kids, protects anyone from slander, from gossip, from being trashed. And it's such a big thing with teens especially. They're so worried about being cool and what cool is, and someone saying something negative about them and people believing it. The people that matter will know you, and the people that believe whatever they hear doesn't matter, because you're going to believe anything anyways.
That's right. Oh man, these words, I love these words.
This is what I was told when I was a kid. Have you ever get teased or bullied, Scott? Walk away. Have you heard that one before? Yeah. Okay, have you heard this one? If you ever get teased or bullied, just ignore it. Have you heard that one? Okay, so we're going to try this before your very eyes. We're going to see if this works. Can I have my friend, Evan? Let's hear the man they call Evan. Right here, my friend. Now, Evan, he's going to come up to me, and he's going to go, "Nice hair, man." And before your very eyes, I'm going to walk away, and we'll see if this walking away strategy is actually going to work, okay? So, Evan, step over here for a second, okay? Come up to me and say, "Nice hair, man," like you're making fun of me.
"Nice hair, man."
Okay, now I'm going to walk away. Let's see if it works. La, 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 la. Okay, there's a problem. When you walk away, the bully has these things that I like to call legs. Hello! And they follow you. So now I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna come up to me, I'm going to ignore him. And so he's gonna come up to me and say, you have a big sausage nose, and I will ignore him. Are you ready? Go ahead.
You have a big sausage nose.
I'm ignoring him. But now, unfortunately for Evan, I must now destroy him. Run for your life, Evan, run! Let's hit for Evan, great job. Okay, now, hold on a minute. I am not telling you you can't walk away sometimes. Sometimes someone's in your face and they're saying something, you're like, whatever, and you walk away. And they don't follow you. Sometimes you can ignore it, but see, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you need to assert yourself. You need to say what you need to say. And I'm gonna teach you that today. When you walk away and they follow you, you need another plan. I'm gonna show you that today. There is this crazy story. I'm going to tell you something. Have you ever heard this expression, sticks and stones break your bones, names will never hurt you? Have you ever heard that before? Yeah. It was first said in the Civil War by a black Civil War slave. They were going, oh man, like, hey, worry about those sticks and stones, okay, but don't worry about the words, because you know what? We have to worry about the sticks and stones. But they repeated it so many times, we started believing that words don't hurt. But do words hurt? Yes or no? They do, but you can't see the hurt, and that's the problem. When I was a kid, I couldn't read very well. I couldn't write very well. I have a learning disability and ADHD, capital H on that H. And the thing is, I was one of those guys that thought, oh man, I can never read. I'm never going to be able to write. And of course, the bullies found out. And the bully said, oh, you can't read and write? You know what you are? You're dumb. You're D-U-M dumb. Well, I realized they couldn't spell the word, so it wasn't me that was dumb. But what happened was this. I worked at it. I said, you know what? I am not done. I'm going to work at it, and I'm not going to give up because I am not a quitter. And I eventually learned how to read. I eventually learned how to write. And I became someone who told stories. And then I started writing stories. And I'll never forget the moment. I was sitting around a campfire like this, and there's all these big kids. And this one kid goes, hey, you know any scary stories? And I thought, oh, I know some scary stories. So I told this really scary story. So at the end of the story, all the kids are huddled together going, I think I want my mommy. But the one kid is like, nah, you guys are a bunch of wimps, man. I'm going to my tent. And he goes to his tent. So an hour later, I'm walking by his tent, and I can hear him talking. And he's saying, do you think that story that Scott said was true? So I'm kind of thinking, maybe he's a little afraid. So I went down really quietly, and I looked, and I saw his leg, and I grabbed his leg, and for about 5 minutes, all you could see was the tent running around the campsite. And I'm thinking, oh, that was sweet. But I didn't give up. And not only did I become someone who could read and write and tell stories and become an author, I started doing all the other things because I realized if things are tough and you push through it, on the other side of that challenge, on that other side of that fear, you will get a reward, you become stronger, and you become a leader. And that's why you're all here, to learn all those little things that will make you a leader. Little things like please, thank you, helping someone, putting other people first. That's what leadership's all about. But then I realized, man, I can tell stories, I can read now, I can write now. And then I met this kid, and every single time I saw him, he would say, when are you going to put your stories into a book? Hey, Scott, have you written your book yet? Hey, Scott, I don't see the book. So I thought, okay, this guy's driving me crazy. I'm going to write the book. So I wrote a book called The Fantastical Town of Finkel. And I thought, okay, if I write the book, he will stop asking me the question. So I wrote the book, gave it to him, and I said, here you go, man. Read the book, but stop asking me the question. And he goes, okay, fine. Well, I saw him about a week later, and I said, did you like my book? And he goes, oh, I liked it. But then I said, well, anything you want to tell me about it? Well, not really, but I do have a question for you. And I go, what's your question now? When are you going to write your second book? Oh, come on! But I realized, man, I can tell stories, I can write stories, I can create all these kind of really cool characters because I didn't quit. And I used my situation in a way of improving myself, building my confidence, building my courage, and doing the extraordinary. And so can you. I met this boy, and he was in Kids for Kids, and he wanted to help people out. So he wrote a book, and he called it Making Change. And he wrote it out, he kind of sent it out there, and then it got into the hands of this guy in South Africa. And so the guy in South Africa looked at him and went, who wrote this? A guy in Oakville? He's 12 years old, I want to meet this kid. So this boy named Bilal got a phone call, and the phone call was from South Africa, and the guy wanted to meet Bilal. And Bilal's thinking it's a joke, it can't be this is not happening, what is this? You know, this is kind of crazy. Well, the person on the other end turned out to be Nelson Mandela. And Nelson Mandela wanted to meet this boy who was in Kids for Kids, who actually just did something simple as writing a book to inspire other kids. You never know what's going to happen when you develop your leadership stuff, when you build your character, your confidence, and you go that route. But I promise you something, leadership opportunities will come your way. Come on, Ryan, right here, my friend. Now, all I want you to do is look me in the eye as long as you can without freaking out, okay? Here we go. Now, I'm not making faces. I'm just looking at Ryan, but see what happens. Here we go. Ready? Look me in the eye. Now, interesting. I don't know if you can see it from where you're sitting, but his eyes are going doot, 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 doot. It's like he's a robot or something. It's like really weird. Now, he was fidgeting with his shirt. Did you notice that? Turned a little red. Interesting. Have a seat. That was very awesome. Now, I need someone. Is there anyone here by the name of Maggie? I don't know. Is there a Maggie in town? Oh, Maggie. Come on, Maggie. Let's hear it from Maggie. Here. Now, I'm going to do the same thing. Ready? Look at me in the eye as long as you can. Now, I know you're thinking, you're going, I'm going to need therapy after this. It's okay.
Can
okay.
I blink?
You can blink, okay? Just don't stink. Okay, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Yeah, I know I am crazy. Now, her eyes were pretty good, but she's turning red. Interesting. Keep that in mind. Thank you, my friend. That was awesome. Now, the reason I do that is when you come up here, I kind of know what you're going to do. You're going to feel nervous, and you're going to turn red. You're going to laugh, giggle, wiggle, jiggle. But the thing is, it's because when you look someone in the eye for a long period of time, it's awkward because it's a very powerful thing to do. But if you want to deliver a message that's meaningful, you kind of make eye contact, but it has to be something you do all the time. So when you talk to people, keep your eyes on that person. When they're talking to you, keep that eye on that person. Because the more you do it, the better you get. It becomes a habit. And the thing is, you want to be that person that says, you know what, when I say what I'm going to say, I mean it. If you look down at your shoes and you're looking around like this and you're delivering a message, it's weak. But if you look them in the eye and then you deliver a message, you mean what you're going to say. You show confidence. You show that you're cool. Second thing is your body. When I look at you now, I can tell how you feel just by how you sit, where you put your hands. But you can too. If I take my hands, I put them in my pocket, and I look down like this, how do I feel right now? I didn't tell you I was sad, but you knew. And if I take my hands and put them across my chest like this, how do I feel now? Mad, ticked off, right? If I start playing with my shirt, look nervous. But the thing is, your body communicates 80% more than your words. So when people are looking for someone to target, they want a reaction from you because that's what bullies want. They want you to freak out. They want you to get mad. That's how they get fed. But if you're cool and you know how to deliver a cool message and you're in control of what your body is communicating, you're going to deliver a strong message. So your shoulders are back, hands are by your side. Just be aware of what your hands are doing. And now you have to say something. But here's the beauty. I could tell a bully to back off without saying a single word. Bully comes up to me, Scott Graham, you're such a loser, man. I stand cool, look him in the eye, walk away. I didn't say a single word, but I did deliver a message. And my message was, you know what? You're wasting my time. Have a nice day. See you when I be it, and I'm gone. Or one little word that's easy to remember, repeat after me, whatever. And walk away. Because you know what? If you sit there or stand there and you're trying to think about what to say, instantly your eyes go in your head. Oh, what should I say? Instantly your message is not strong. You gotta have to make sure that you're prepared, so don't say anything, deliver the message with your body, or just say one little word. But make sure you walk away. I did this with the grade 8s. Every single grade 8. They said what they needed to say. They were cool and everything, but they didn't walk away. If you stay there waiting to see what the bully's going to do, they're just going to pick at you to get that reaction from you. Keep on doing what you're going to do. But if you walk away, they're going to try to get you to come back. So as you walk away, they're going to go, hey, loser, hey, wimp, hey, chicken, because they want you to come back and answer the question. Boys, we are the worst when it comes to this. If you go back, now the bully has more time to get that reaction from you. But the thing is, I know why you want to go back. You walk away, someone says loser, you're thinking, I want to tell people I'm not a loser, but no one that matters in your life will believe a bully. They don't have that much power. They're not going to go, loser, oh, it's true. They don't have that power. But if you go back, you're giving them the power because that's what they want. That's how they get stronger by your reaction. Keep on walking. But now they come up to you again, and now they're going, hey, man, I'm not finished with you yet. You're thinking, I did what Scott said. I was cool. I looked him in the eye. I stood cool, said what I needed to say, walked away, didn't go back when they called me those names. But now they're here again. What do I do now? You're persistent and you're consistent. As much as that bully's trying to get that reaction from you, you just deliver the same cool message. Another voice in your head will say, you know what, another chance to be cool. Say what you need to say. Get the message, man, whatever. But this time, walk toward a safety zone. Walk toward the school, walk toward your friends, walk toward the teacher. And they're going to assume you're going to tell. Don't tell. And if they come back the next day, do the same thing. Because what's going to happen eventually is the bully's going to go, I don't want to bug Scott anymore. Every single time I'm trying to get a reaction from Scott, he doesn't freak out, he doesn't get mad. Oh man, I'm gonna go bug this kid over here. And hopefully you will help that kid over there. Now, girls, we have a little conversation here. Did you guys realize that girls sometimes when they're mean, they do it differently than boys? Boys are kind of in your face calling you names, right? Girls do things like this. Well, everyone can come to the party. Everyone can come except Susie, you're not coming. Or they go, everyone's gonna get a Valentine's Day card, but Susie, you're not getting one. Or girls have developed this. This is the master plan. You're walking down the hall, and the girl that wants to bug you, all she does is she gives you a nasty look, and she looks away, or she looks at you and she laughs at her friend. You know she did something, but it's hard to go up to a teacher and go, she looked at me. But the thing is, it's still being mean and bullying, right? But the way you deal with it, it's the same way. In that situation, you don't give it a lot of attention. The more attention you give it, the more power it gets. You ignore that kind of stuff.
I learned that there's so many different ways to treat a bully, and that you always need to stand up for yourself, and if they make fun of you, it's just their opinions.
Let's talk about your technique and how that is totally different from what kids are being taught or being shown or what their parents are telling them. Can you talk about?
I mean, basically, it's still the old walk away, ignore it, tell a teacher routine. The schools are doing the Pink Shirt Day, which I'm not putting down. It brings awareness and it brings some cohesiveness, but one shot deals.
1 day a year?
Yeah, 1 day a year. How much is that really going to do? So what I do is I incorporate the character building, the leadership, to give them that confidence. And so then I give them the strategies. And I also teach not just anti-bullying strategies, but I teach them how to deal with anger. Because the thing is, a bully might look at you and go, you have a short fuse. I'm going to get you to freak out and give me that big reaction because they know that you have an issue with anger. And so it's giving those strategies as well, dealing with peer pressure and how to kind of not get sucked into something. Because a lot of times kids who are good kids stand back and watch someone else getting teased or bullied or the gossip happening. They just don't know what to do because they don't have that confidence to step up and say, you know what, this is wrong, and I'll be the person that says, I don't think so, and step up for this person. Be an upstander, not a bystander.
Yeah.
So it's, giving the kids strategies on how to be assertive, like the importance of eye contact, body language, what to say, what not to say. Because other times kids say too much, and they give a big speech, which gives ammunition to the bully, right?
Of course.
And then how to be strong in numbers, how do you stand up for each other? What does a bystander look like? What does an upstander look like? And how do you deal with that? How do you intervene in a situation where someone's being teased or bullied and you're there? You're not doing it, but you're there. How do you intervene? So we do role playing, and we have different examples of things that do happen and help the kids, brainstorm. What happens if someone comes up to you and they want to fight you? What do you do? Right? So help them, the strategies on when you're walking home, walk home the same way. Don't create vulnerability by being in a place where you could be set up, through a forest or behind a house or on a different road. Make sure your parents know where you are, that kind of stuff. So they have those strategies on how to deal with that. If someone's ever physically hurts you, you need to block it, walk it, get out of there. But you need to tell right away. And the reason, and kids have this thing about tattletaling, right? I don't want to be a fink, I don't want to be a snitch, I don't want to be a tattler. But the reason I tell them that you're not being a fink, a snitch, or tattletale if someone's physically hurting you, because when you tell, you're not just helping you, you're helping every other kid that this kid might be harassing. And maybe you're helping that person too, because why are they thinking it's okay to physically hurt anybody? What's going on in their life that's, and you keep on telling, because kids are afraid, especially older kids, that if they tell someone and they don't get the help they need, then now the bully's going to know that they've told, and now the problem's worse, so they just keep it quiet. But I give a story. There's a boy that I used to work with, and he actually ended his life around bullying situation, but no one told. And people knew about it. His friend knew about it, and no one said anything. And of course, when the bullies found out, the bully said, well, we're just joking. Well, the words hurt, sticks and stones, and kids do believe it, and that's a shame. And then kids go, the really extreme way, because They don't think they can tell. They don't think they have those alliances out there. We need to tell and stand up for other people and stand up for ourselves, and especially if it's something physical, because really it's almost, in my opinion, depending on how extreme it is, it's more assault anyways. It actually goes past bullying, where into, assault.
Of course, yeah.
The utmost important is to communicate because of social media. We want to know, if there's anything bad. It's just, again, the biggest thing is Scott wants to educate these children to do the right thing. And we're all the same. And it's a respect factor. I think everybody's probably been bullied through growing up. And for me, I was 5'1" in grade 9. So I had lots of issues to deal with, but again, I think the biggest thing is I had a great support system. Just please let it out and learn that you're doing the right things, and you got to make this stop. That's what Scott and his program has done. It's to don't hold it inside. Don't come home and go to your room and talk to us about it, and we can help.
Understand that if you're ever feeling kind of really down, there are people to help you. Your school is one of the most amazing schools in Brantford. You have amazing teachers, amazing principal. You have so many people that are here to help you, your parents. And the thing is, even online, have you ever heard of the Kid phone line? Kid help phone, sorry? If people are like, oh, I don't want to phone anyone, you don't have to. If you go to that website, you can actually chat live. You could phone someone. There's a lot of resources there. But there's a lot of people that are just willing to give you some advice. And like I said before, if you're going through this kind of stuff, the thing is, other people are too. You go through it, you take something from it so you can use it to help other people. Now, there's this expression. Have you ever heard strength in numbers? Okay, strength in numbers means work in the team, okay? So it means someone comes up to my friend Liam. Liam, come on over here. And so Liam is like my best friend and everything like that. And they're making fun of his new haircut. They're going, what happened, Justin Bieber? And so all of a sudden, this guy comes up and I'm looking at him and he's bugging my friend. But we have a lot of friends here. So Rain, come here. We need you. And let's see. Come on. Go over here. Right here. Stand right here. So right there, my friend. Now, we need the evil bully. Okay, who could be the evil bully? Okay, you, sir. Come on, evil bully. Wipe that smile off your face. You're evil. Now, right here, my friend. Now, you're going to come up to the man they call Liam, and you're going to go, nice hair, buddy. Now, watch what I do. I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to go ballistic. I'm not going to feed the bully. Watch what I do. You ready? Go up in your loud voice. Say what you need to say. No! You're a mean bully. You're not a nice bully.
I don't know it.
Okay, go up to him and say, and really, give me your evil face. Let me see the, whoa, okay. Now, look at him and say, oh, your hair is weird, man. Go ahead.
Hey, your hair is weird.
Okay, so I go up to the bully and I say, hey, are you bugging my friend? I don't like what you're doing. You need to stop. But I got a thing. We're going to go play Capture the Flag. You want to play yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. And he might say yes, but you're probably going, well, what happens if he says no? Well, you know what? If he says no, you go, well, if you change your mind. But watch this. These guys have been watching, and they're going to help me. So this guy, the fake bully, because Hudson's a really great guy, he's going to come up to me and go, nice spiky hair, man. And you're going to step up, look him in the eye, make sure you're standing cool, make sure you're not looking nervous, eye contact, and I'll tell you what to say, but say it together, say it like you mean it. Are you ready? Okay, come up to me and say nice hair.
Hi, nice hair.
Okay, so look him in the eye and say, are you bugging Scott?
Are you bugging Scott?
He's my friend.
He's my friend.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
He's extremely handsome.
He's extremely handsome.
Yes. Okay, let's hear it for these guys. Great job, great job. And I'll get you later. I heard you. Anyways, so that is it. And that is so cool, right? And so being a leader means taking the stand, working together, and working the team. Do you think, and I want to hear a big cheer for this, do you think you guys all can be leaders? Yeah! Oh, sorry, I didn't quite hear you. Are you going to be leaders? Yeah! Will you help someone sometime soon? Yeah! You guys are so incredibly awesome.
Don't let it get you down. They're just strong words that are trying to get your reaction. Stay positive about it and don't think of all the negatives. And tell a trusted adult if you're still uncomfortable with the way you're being treated.
Now, I want to tell you a story. Now, can I tell you a really funny story? I promise this is true. I was at a school. One of my favorite games, I don't know about you guys, but I love capture the flag. Okay? So we were out there playing capture the flag. These two guys on bikes pull up. They're mouthing off at us, calling us names. So I said, guys on the bike, if you kind of like want to join us, you can play. But if you're going to call us names, go home. So one of the kids got off his bike, joined us. But now the one kid on the bike is making fun of us and his friend. So I'm thinking, okay, I hate wasting time. So I did something really silly. I pretended I had this invisible blaster ball. I said, okay, boy in the bike, if you don't leave right now, I'm going to take this invisible blaster ball and blast you right off your bike. Well, he looks at me and he says, someone didn't have his Fruit Loops this morning, a little crazy. So I said, oh man, you're so going down. So I pretended to pick up an invisible blaster ball. I'm not joking, this happened. And I said, okay, kid, you're going down. And I whipped the invisible blaster ball at the kid on the bike. I'm not joking. He flew right off his bike. Ah! And then all the kids around me were like, okay, that was so cool. One guy was even seen at Walmart the next day going, hey, do you guys sell invisible blaster balls? I would like to buy one for my sister. But I think what happened was, when I went like this and I whipped something at him, he thought I had something. He lost his balance. He went home because he embarrassed himself. But the cool thing about that story is this. That one kid that joined us came back the next week and said, can I join with you guys? And I said, sure, you can play. And he goes, I don't have my friend here though. I go, that's okay, where is he? Well, he's not really my friend anymore because I made a decision. If I hang with a bully, people think I'm a bully. I gave him a chance to change, but he didn't want to change. So the thing is, he went his way, I went my way. Sometimes you have to be careful. You'll be judged by who you hang with. So if you hang with people who are bullying and nasty, whether you do it or not, people think you do. So just be careful. Sometimes you have to make really hard decisions because your brand is who you are. And your brand is developed by who you hang with and how people see you reacting to situations. Now, how many people here are on Facebook or any social media stuff? You can tell me there's no hidden cameras. They're obvious here. So the deal is, I want to give you some advice. I run summer camps. And I hire staff. Some of you are getting close to the age where I would actually hire you to be a leader in training. And first thing is I'll interview you, look at your resume, and for some reason, as a default, I will always go to your social media and check what you're doing on Facebook. And there was a guy I was gonna hire. He was a teacher candidate. He had a great resume. I talked to him on the phone, talked to his interview or his references. Everything looked really good. But then when I went to his Facebook, I saw a couple pictures that were kind of questionable. Now, they weren't illegal, just questionable about his character. And I actually didn't hire him based on what I saw on the Facebook. Now, you're probably going, well, I just won't tell you what my Facebook code is. Well, then I won't hire you. Or you're going, well, I have a fake Facebook. People can get around that. People who are hiring now have all these different ways of actually seeing what you're presenting, and everything you put there is forever. You might delete it, it's still there. If you put a picture up on Facebook, they actually own it, so they can bring it back anytime they want, whether it's text or like photos or videos, and it could burn you in the end if you're not careful. So my suggestion is just be careful what you put up there, because it might not matter now, but it might matter 4 years from now, 5 years from now. If you're ever harassed online, let's say you're in a chat room and someone starts bullying you. I was bullied about 3 weeks ago, and I didn't know who this guy was. And this guy was saying all these bad things about Kids for Kids and all this. Well, I realized the best thing I could do, well, what would be the worst thing I could do? Someone's kind of harassing me, calling me names online. What is the worst thing I could possibly do?
Start bullying back.
Okay, bullying back. Keep on going with that thought. Yeah. Respond. You respond, game's on. They don't know you're there necessarily, and even if they do, if you're not responding, they get no power from you. So I didn't respond, but I was smart. I took screenshots. I documented all the things that he was saying in case I needed to use it, and I did. And the police actually found where he was, and he was doing it to a lot of local businesses to make businesses look bad, and he got in trouble. Because police can always find your IP address and all that. They can figure out where you're coming from, right? So just be careful, because internet, I never had to deal with that when I was a kid. I didn't have to deal with all the internet and the chat, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. Either did your parents. But now you guys have this thing to deal with, and if you deal with it in a responsible way, you can build your brand, who you are, what people see you as in an incredible way, but it can also hurt you. Now, there's this one guy I saw once, and it was in the school, and he was a grade 8 kid. I had him crying. I kind of felt bad a little bit, because what I said, did you know that Snapchat is changing their policies? All those pictures that you send to your friend that are disappearing, they're actually coming back, and they're going to be displayed for everyone to see on Thursdays. He was like, oh, and he's looking at his friend going, oh no, that's not good. So I'm kind of thinking he's probably put up some pictures that people shouldn't be looking at, or he doesn't want people to see. You have to be careful. Now, I did make up that story. They're not changing the policies, and those pictures still disappear, but you have to ask yourself the question, where do those pictures go? When you put them up on Facebook, when you put those pictures or those texts or those videos up on social media, they go somewhere and you don't own them anymore, which means that someone could take them, the person that owns them, the companies that own them, and they can show the whole world, do you want people to see them? Because it might be someone you're going to please when it comes to being part of a rep hockey team. Or maybe it's a teacher that'll see it, or a friend's parents. You always have to be careful and think, should I put it up? Would I want the world to see these pictures? Be careful. So, when you're dealing with a bully, there are two ways to react. See, when a bully comes up to you and they call you names and they push you around and they take your stuff, what they're looking for is a reaction. That feeds the bully. If you feed a bully, they're going to get stronger. And so if you're freaking out, getting mad, crying, bullying back, you're giving the bully exactly what they want. So I'm going to show you something really kind of cool. I need something really cool. Hey, Jordan, come on up here, my friend. Okay, what I want you to do is, I want you to bully me. I know you've always wanted to bully me, but you're going to bully me, and I'm going to react to it, and then we're going to stop, and then I'm going to react a different way. You have to tell me which way is the best. You ready? So come up to me and go, you're really ugly. I can't help it. My mom was in the circus and she married a banana boy and it was like horrible. And say, you really smell like cheese. You really smell like cheese. I can't help it. It's not my fault. Oh, I do smell like cheese. It's horrible. So that's one way to react. Here's a second way. Come up to me and say, you're ugly again. Yeah, I know, sometimes I need a little spa treatment and everything like that, but you know what? I'm not perfect, but anyways, thanks for noticing. See you later. Or he comes up to me and says, you smell like cheese. I love cheese. I didn't know you knew I like cheese. Thanks for noticing. Have a great day, my friend. See you later. Which is better, the first way or the second way? Yeah, because I was cool. I was keeping my cool. Have a seat there, Jordan. I was keeping my cool, and I didn't give the bully what they wanted. If you turn whatever they say into a joke, if you agree with what a bully's saying, they have nothing. But it's being prepared and realizing what a bully wants and not giving the bully the power, not feeding the bully. I taught you a lot of things about how to deal with bullying. Now, I'm going to be the bully, and I want to see if you can come up here and deal with me in the way I showed you. So you're not reacting, you're not freaking out, you're looking me in the eye, you're standing cool, you say what you need to say, and then you walk away. Who is brave enough to do it? You, sir. Come on up, my cool man. What is your name? Briley. Briley? Okay. What is he, a ninja? What is going on here? Okay. This is not fair. I didn't realize I was bringing up a ninja. Okay, here we go. Okay, Brody, all I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to you and go, hey, nice shirt now. Now, here's the deal. If someone sends something to you, like they're being sarcastic and they're making fun of your shirt and they go, nice shirt, if you agree with it, they have no power. If you can turn it into a joke, they have no power. I knew this kid, his last name was Ailing, and so if a bully came up to him and said, hey, alien boy, he would turn around, look at the bully and say, I see no human intelligence, and walk away. And the bully had nothing. So you can turn it into a joke, you can agree with it, but I want to see if my buddy here can actually handle it. All I'm going to do is say, nice shirt. Now watch. My buddy here, is it Briley? Yeah. Briley was actually doing something right there that made him look nervous. Did anyone catch it? Yeah. What was he doing? Playing with his little thing there, right? So you have to watch, because a bully will pick up this and see if they're going to be able to get away with what they're going to get away with. You ready here, buddy? Okay, here we go. Hey, nice shirt there, buddy.
Whatever.
Okay, so he looked at me. He kind of gave me the attitude like, I don't really care. He was still playing with that, so he was looking a little nervous. But he missed something. Interesting. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but he did pretty good. Okay, have a seat. Now, I'm going to pick a girl. Come here. What's your name? Yeah. Come here, Emily. Okay, right there, Emily. Now, you ready for this? All I'm gonna do is go, nice shirt. I want you to give me eye contact, give me attitude if you want, watch your body, say what you need to say. Now, does she have to say anything? No, but there's one thing that my buddy Bridie didn't do. I want to see if you're going to do it. You ready for this? And if she does it, I want to hear at end of the school year applause. Here we go. Ready? Hey, nice shirt there, girl.
Thank you very much.
She did it! Okay, what did she do?
She walked away.
Walked away. Don't forget to walk away. I'm going to tell you something. Being a leader, I'm not saying it's an easy thing I'm teaching you to do, but I just want you to understand this. You all have the ability to be one. And it's a choice. Once you start thinking like a leader, you see where you can help. I remember this one girl, actually it wasn't a girl, it was a boy. He was pushed down to the ground, and people were walking by him, laughing at him, teasing him. No one was helping because they weren't really thinking like a leader. They weren't going, hey, there's an opportunity I can help. Until this 20th guy come by and go, hey, what happened, man? Oh, some guy pushed me down and it's the story of my life. Well, this guy goes, you know what, let me help you. And so he helped pick up the papers, no big deal. They actually started talking, they became friends. And so at the end of the school year, this boy became the speaker for his grade, the guy that was pushed down. And he stood there and he said, that boy right over there, he's my best friend. His name is Sam. And Sam doesn't know it, but Sam saved my life. And Sam's like, I didn't save your life, what are you talking about? Remember that day where I got pushed down and all my papers were on the ground and no one was helping me? I felt this big. I felt like such a loser. I felt like no one liked me. I felt I was alone in this world. When you actually kind of made that effort and helped me out and became my friend, you gave me hope, you gave me courage, and you gave me the desire to kind of do my thing. And you know what? You never know. It's those little things you do every day that set you apart. Like just saying, please, thank you. I will hold a door for someone in the mall, and it'll be adults going through, and I would say 10 adults will go through, one person will go, thanks. Like it's a little thing. It's like these little things. Someone wants to be first, let them be first. Because all those little things, how you handle situations, shows people what you're all about. Someone's really disrespecting me, so my reaction could be, I'm gonna disrespect them back. They called me this name, I'm gonna call them a name, but you know what? It's an opportunity for me to show what kind of person I am. And I'll rise above it. I'll still be assertive, I'll say what I need to say, but you know what? An opportunity to show that you're a leader.
Leadership is standing up for others and being kind.
Leadership will build character, character builds confidence, and confidence builds courage. Let's take this courage and stand up to bullying once and for all. No more excuses.
Leadership is finding your own cool. Be the best version of yourself. Don't let anyone tell you what your cool is. Leadership is helping your little brother. And big brother too. And little sisters too.
Leadership is understanding that we are all different and we can learn from each other. Whether the difference in color, religions, or who you like, we're stronger together.
Having the guts to ask questions because the answers will bring us closer together.
What's going on, everybody? It's Sarah here from Walk Off the Earth. I just wanted to say I'm so proud of you guys for learning about leadership, standing up for one another, and being kind. This is the foundation of what it means to be cool. Remember, whatever it is that makes you different now is what makes you great later. So keep up the great work. Mwah!
Leadership is being the
example.
Hey, Eric, how's it going?
Well, not bad.
That's good, so what's up?
Rick is here for your interview.
Oh, wait, tell him I'll be right there. See you in a bit.
Leadership is being a good friend.
Aww.
Scott, there's kids outside making a ruckus. You better go check it out.
Scott, you stay here. I'll go handle this, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back.